stream. Okay. Let's see. Give me a minute. I'll type it up here. We're gonna go mess with him. Okay. Let's get him. All right. Let's get him to 100. Let's get him to 100. All right. Here we go.
As they then,
There we go.
you can romance.
All right.
Romance.
Let's get him to 100.
Romanceable character.
He's got 74 people watching him.
They're all
Okay.
pansexual.
He's got 74 people watching him right now. Let's get him to 100, and then we'll start the show. It's up to you, peeps. You got to go do it, though, okay?
Yeah,
isn't that like kind of like
Oh,
insulting to
this is
guys
Corinne
who
Bush. This is
consider
that game
themselves
director.
bi or whatever?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Is that yes, Hayden?
Jeremy's stream sniping us right now.
Yes, he
Hi,
is.
Jeremy.
No.
I just saw it. Yep.
Hey, Jeremy.
Shout out to the GCA.
Yo.
The Batman's better than Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. All right, download this stream right now. No, I'm
Just to
kidding.
be fair,
I'm
there is
kidding.
someone on YouTube who does.
Over the Kill Tony joke. It's absolutely stupid how ridiculous this is. But it just, to me, it just shows their desperation. They are really desperate right now to build any type of narrative they can around Donald Trump and his supporters because they have absolutely nothing. So they've basically found themselves in a place where they're going after a comedian that said an edgy joke at a Trump rally. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. What's up, Angry Badger in the house? What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. And I saw you streaming earlier too. And let's see. Eric Heffelfinger says new James O'Keefe documentary, Immigration Industry. The Fed participation in it focuses on kids called Line in the Sand. Trailer on YouTube. Yeah, wasn't O'Keefe on Timcast tonight, if I'm not mistaken? Foosball fan says a day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of the fellowship. But it is not this day. This day we vote. Yes. And that has to be the messaging right now. The messaging is absolutely crucial for these next 8 days. And the messaging needs to be, it's one thing if people are in the know. People need to understand that it doesn't matter if you're in a state that has already been decided. Go fucking vote. All right? Vote for Donald Trump. Even if you're in a heavily red state or a heavily blue state, go vote. We have to win the popular vote. Do you understand the significance of the popular vote and the Electoral College? If they're both a slam dunk, don't get me wrong. It's not to say that these clowns won't try something, because they will. All right? But, dude, if Trump brings home the popular vote and the Electoral College, it shuts them up. It shuts them up. Let's see. Drunk 3PO says, I agree with Jay. Oh, wait. Yes. Good old Jay agreeing with himself. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about that right now. By the way, Doug B dropped 10 gifted memberships over on Kick yesterday. Hail to you, Dougie B. Let's see. No, I did not vote today because of the IRL stuff. So I'm going tomorrow. Already know my location and everything. So as soon as Geese and Gamers Daily is over with, I'm going. So we had some family stuff, hospitals, stuff like that. It was not a fun day, but all is fine. Don't think anything bad has happened, but in the moment it was, there was a room to worry. So, but everything is good now. Everything is good now. Okay, so we've got Red Eagle Politics right here. And this is Trump's Madison Square Garden rally was a huge win. Is he expanding the map? Well, if you watched the Madison Square Garden rally yesterday with me here, almost a 7-hour stream, I'm just saying that might be the single best political rally I've ever seen. It was absolutely incredible. The optics involved, the energy involved, the pageantry involved, everything that we saw yesterday led that to being potentially the greatest political rally we've ever seen. And I knew it was going to be big, but I'm not sure I didn't think it was going to be that incredible. And it truly was. It truly was amazing. So let's break this down because this is crucial, okay? Crucial map, crucial breakdown. Munchie Ninja says, it's not about winning the state, it's about sending a message. Go out and vote. Exactly right. So you see these maps that we're going to go over the map right now and we'll break it down, okay? And you are absolutely correct on that. Eric says, I'm voting. My wife is voting. My coworkers are voting. We're going to turn California into a swing state like New York. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's see. Is it Kaylee Works? So cheers, Jeremy. I cast my early vote today thanks to your stream yesterday. It's a 70% sweep for Trump in my district. P.S. Check your email, you big hail the 199. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that I helped motivate along with this amazing chat. The chat's going to help motivate, because we've got the best chat on the internet, and it's not even close. So I am happy to hear that. Tactical Dish Soap says, make sure to unmute yourself, gay. Jake BB says, hey, Jeremy, wishing you a great one. Hail the 199. Thank you. Real Smile Bit says, did you see the new Fortnite map that Kamala Harris campaign released called Freedom Town? Not kidding. I did see it. We're talking pure desperation at this point in time. Pure desperation, and I am here for it. Let them continue to be the clowns that they are. Let's see. Ministry of Wrong Things says, you see Heifer number 4 on The View addressing Trump himself directly over Tony's Puerto Rico comments, as if Trump himself literally said it. Insanity. It's desperation is what it is. It's desperation. No gaming stream tonight on Geeks Gamers Play. A lot of people from the San Antonio meetup are still traveling, so we are way too short-handed. So, and I could not dedicate focusing on the gaming stream when we're 8 days out. So no gaming stream tonight on Geeks Gamers Play, just traveling and stuff like that. Project Taco says they're burning ballot boxes now. I saw that earlier. Alex McCarthy says, I fell asleep in my wheelchair with an IDOT shirt and an Ultra MAGA hat while watching Cobra Fidcast last night. Voted last week. That's how you fall asleep right there. Hell yeah. JMNZZ450.
Now we're entering the final stretch before the November election. This morning,
island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico.
so that is Tony Hinchcliffe. He's a host.
This morning, the Trump campaign distancing itself.
Time that they were
Says tagged you on Twitter with photos seeming to confirm the radical claim I made about Trump's whereabouts in New York. Don't know for sure if they're legit. They were sent to me by an up-and-coming reporter. Think she said her name was April O'Neil. I will check it out. tagged me, so not send my inbox, but tagged me. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you for the 50. And on that note, before we like, something has happened that has never happened. Okay. And I am astonished. And every time this happens, I keep telling you guys that I think we've peaked because it's just incredible. Right here. For the week, Cobra Cast hit number 2 in super chats in the United States for the entire week. The entire fucking week, number 2 in the country. And that's with Tim Pool using that crazy I'm quitting the internet stream where he got $6,000 in super chats. We're number fucking 2. Holy shit. And on top of that, Geeks and Gamers was number 10. So D-Day Cobra's number 2. And Geeks and Gamers is number 10. That is insanity. So yeah, man. Number 2 in the United States of America. Right there with Tim Pool. Hey, Tim Cast IRL. I'll pull the Booker T clip of Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. We're not going to repeat what Booker T said, though. We're not going to do that, all right? But that's not a congratulations to me. That's a congratulations to you, the chat. That's it. That's a congratulations to you in the chat. You allow Geeks and Gamers to continue to move forward, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. So, okay, let's start this video out right here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Red Eagle Politics. Make sure you guys like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So we have 8 days to go before the presidential election between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. A lot of people have already voted and will continue to vote this week in the early voting. But keep in mind that we are just a week away, basically, a week and a day until Election Day. This is the home stretch. This is the closing argument for Donald Trump. We're never going to have anything like this ever again. And Donald Trump surged again in the odds last night after his epic Madison Square Garden rally. And it just proved again why the Democrats are not really having a solid argument for this election. Every single thing that they're running on is anti-Trump this, anti-Trump that. And they're trying to make that.
Look at this map, bro. Look at this map. Holy shit. But the key here is that it doesn't matter where you are. You need to be going out and voting and getting Donald Trump to the popular vote. The popular vote is 100% doable. 100% doable.
At the closing argument, but in reality, they've been having this closing argument for the past 9 years, and Donald Trump has grown significantly more popular over those 9 years. And maybe the problem is not Donald Trump. Maybe the problem is them. Have they ever really thought of that before? Of course not. They'll never really accept that or admit that and admit they're on the wrong side of history. That's why they're trying to go out there and just project and say Trump is evil. He held a rally in Madison Square Garden, and they claim because, you know, almost 100 years ago or 85 years ago, there were a group of like Nazi sympathizers that held some rally there, that Donald Trump is actually evil because he's holding a rally there. It's like, should we just get rid of Madison Square Garden altogether? Is JFK some sort of Nazi for holding a rally there? What about the New York Knicks or the New York Islanders? What about them? You know, is Madison Square Garden, you just can't set foot in Madison Square Garden? It's ridiculous. It's like you can't drink water because Hadler drank water or something, and Blumfus Hadler or whatever. It's ridiculous. Enough is enough with the nonsense and the lies. And it was a great event. It was a mini RNC last night, and it probably is obviously not going to get the viewership of one. But you had all these speakers. You had Tucker Carlson. He did a great job. Vivek Ramaswamy, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr. Out of nowhere, we had the October surprise, a great speech from none other than Dr. Phil. That was a really, really epic moment there. And you had Melania come out and introduce Trump. You had Elon Musk give a little bit of a speech beforehand.
Dude, having Elon Musk, Dr. Phil, Hulk Hogan, and the political team that Trump is building right now, you can't convince me that this team can be defeated. Not in a free and fair situation. There's no scenario. There's no realistic scenario in a free and fair situation that this team can be defeated. Period. But we all know we're dealing with the left. We all know that. And we all know what their game is. Red Mage for 50 says early voted Thursday here in Northern Virginia and picked up a Trump Vance sticker on the way out. Was in Vegas over the weekend and saw the LED board on the strip. Is it Kalshi betting? Trump 62 to Harris 38, and seeing the long string of red bets for Trump. Let's fucking go. Absolutely. And the betting market is listen, I'm not trying to say that the betting market is not something you should pay attention to. You absolutely should, and it's a very good indicator. But it doesn't take fraud into consideration. So it's just something we have to understand. But you can't, I don't see a realistic scenario where Trump doesn't win handily in a free and fair election. The caveat, again, the asterisk there, the caveat there is that we know what game they're going to play. And even if Trump does have this landslide incoming, they're not just going to allow that to play out. That's what I keep telling everybody. November 5th, let's just say that the map that we're going to watch here, Red Eagle Politics, great channel, by the way. You should certainly drop the links and everything, mods. You have to, they're just not going to just allow Donald Trump to just win in a landslide. They're going to create some kind of chaos. They're going to create some type of nonsense. They're going to manufacture some type of controversy, some type of diversion. It will happen. We're not just going to sit there and watch this election happen and Donald Trump just walks away with a landslide without something crazy going on. What that crazy thing is, I don't know. We're going to be live here all day on election day. I'm going to have a ton of people on the stream. It's going to be a great celebration of President Trump, and we're all going to be watching this all play out. So again, I'll be live all day Tuesday. It's going to be a wild, wild run for sure. Let's see. Get Woke, Go Broke says, hey, Jeremy, any comments on your favorite Fig game Fortnite endorsing Kamala? Well, they didn't endorse Kamala. If you know how Fortnite works, anybody can create an island. So I can create an island right now. You can create an island right now. So she's taking, her team anyway is taking advantage of independent people creating islands. And so Trump could do it right now. Team Trump could do it. But I think it's a pure desperation move is what it is. And I think that it's create Trump Island. I mean, I don't really there's a lot of they're definitely putting money into that. They're putting a lot of resources into that. And again, how retarded is it that you're using Fortnite? Fortnite has 13-year-olds playing Fortnite. They're not voting. I mean, not, really. I mean, they may write them in. Of course they will, because they have dead people voting. But it just shows how stupid they are. So yeah, absolute idiots. Absolute idiots. Nagranol for 10. Thank you, Nagranol. Appreciate it, brother. Gray Goat says, Jeremy, you did a great job teaching Epic Mike how to grift. He just made chat send him $50 for his Resident Evil stream to be scarier. He is the accidental grifter. I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good leader. Let's see. Fortnite is a Trump game anyway with the wall building. Samuel says, if you voted early and you can make sure if you voted early and you can make sure to verify your vote as well online through your state. Very good advice right there. Very good advice. I love the chat, man. We're serious about this. I'm going to give you my take on things. The chat's going to give you a whole different perspective, or they're going to give even more details based on some of the things we're talking about here. So if you have questions, please ask them in the chat. Ask me, and if I can't answer it, I will at least highlight it. And the chat can help you out. We're here to help. These next 8 days is all about getting the messaging out there. If you're in a swing state, you obviously need to go vote. But if you're not in a swing state, your vote is still just as important as a swing state. Just like the attitude is 28-3, we're the New England Patriots. We're down. It's the fourth quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, whatever. They're the Atlanta Falcons. If you're in a swing, if you're in a red or a blue state, you need to pretend that you're in a swing state. You need to pretend that you're in Pennsylvania right now. You need to pretend that you're in Georgia right now. You need to pretend that you're in Wisconsin or Michigan right now. You need to have that attitude. You need to have that Scott Pressler attitude if you're in whatever state you're in, because it all matters and it's all important.
Okay.
Magatron says, we cannot let up until this shit is over. The Dems will try anything to swing this election in their favor or steal it. Americans rise up and save the country. Trump 2024. Let's go, Magatron. It's a badass name, actually. That's a badass name. Here we go.
You had all of these speakers. It was an epic night, an epic moment, a very on message, sticking to the script speech from Trump, but a good speech nonetheless. And that's kind of what you need. You need to make the closing argument down the stretch. And he did it at Madison Square Garden. People are like, why is he going to New York? And it's like, because the, rally, let's say he would do, if he were to go to somewhere in Pennsylvania again, would not have gotten the same level of coverage. The exception is like the Butler rally, which he already did. So he went to Madison Square Garden because this is for him. This is the last dance. That's his home city. You had a lot of people come from all over the country. A lot of people, presumably from Pennsylvania, made the drive a few hours to New York City for it. And he just, controlled the moment, controlled the narrative. They are just breaking down as a result. They just have no response to it other than to attack people who...
John Ambler says, I have a question. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life... Wait, why did Love Dog send a super chat? I can't find it right now. It's not showing up on my list. I think it's showing. Well, I have a question. What is the meaning of life and why are you gay? The meaning of life is to not work for corporate America for the rest of your life. That's my advice right there. Don't work for corporate America. I did it for 15 years. The meaning of life is to not do that. So there you go. There it is. Love Dog says, for $30, says, pray for America. They will not relinquish power without a fight. Scary times, my friends. Let's go. Thank you, Love Dogs. Yeah, it didn't show up on my list. That's really weird. I couldn't highlight it. Sometimes there's like a little glitch out there on StreamYards. So retail story. That's right. Let me see. There was another comment that I wanted to highlight if I could find it, and I can't. John Ambler also says, I'll never vote Democrat unless I'm dead. Yeah. Isn't that how it works? And let's see. Nullface says, it's not 2016 all over again. It's 1776 all over again. George W. Bush is back in my day. I was making Iraq great again. Barbecue Pit says, ninjas for Trump. Let's fucking go. He asked a hell of a question today on Daily. Got a hell of a response as well. Insomniac says, check out the story about Republicans being turned away at early voting locations in Pennsylvania. One Republican arrested for telling people not to go home. Holy shit. Sage Cage says, it is possible to get early voting numbers for New Jersey. Feels like we've become a swing state as well. That's what we're talking about. VH Capture says, admit it. I don't know what I'm supposed to admit, but I admit it. Troy News says, I've done my duty and voted Trump. No retreat, no surrender to the left, not 1 foot back, forward only towards total victory in this election. Let's freaking go.
Gave speeches that were not Trump. And CNN, they're saying speakers at Trump rally are hurling insults and making racist comments. They say, here's the deal. There was a comedian that spoke at this rally. And, you could say, well, maybe they shouldn't have had like an edgy comedian speak because it could cause some headaches or whatever. And I understand that argument. But at the end of the day, these are just jokes. People tell jokes. That's what it is. He told a joke about an island, nothing about race. He told a joke about Puerto Rico. And the liberals are melting down. and they actually think it's going to change the election because some comedian who spoke at an event who, spoke about 2.5 hours before Trump did, they're saying, this is horrible. How dare he say this? And it's like, okay, well, he told a joke. He jokes about everyone. Big deal. Have you seen South Park before, or Family Guy, or Rucka Rucka Ali, or any of these other, comedians or comedy shows or whatever? They make fun of everybody. It's the way it goes. And I understand the argument, maybe time and a place. I get that. I understand the optics of, having somebody like that at your closing argument speech. But the fact that they're so upset about this,
they were always going to find something to complain about. That's the bottom line. They were always going to find anything. And if it wasn't Tony, his comments, it would have been something else that someone said, or they would have said, oh, well, Hulk Hogan made an appearance and Hulk Hogan said the N-word 8 years ago. Fuck these clowns. Fuck these Democrats. Fuck these leftists. I think that this is ultimately a good thing for the Trump administration and the Trump campaign and for America, because it's going to show how hyper-focused these clowns are on racism. It like just inventing it where it doesn't exist at all. Like, normal people are sick and tired of this shit. Normal people are done with it. They don't care. It has no impact. Okay? None. Let's see. Kecklord says meaning of life has been updated to 47. What's up, Kecklord? In the house. Samuel says last one tonight, but Oregon and Washington also might be in play due to a rising third-party rift. It's fairly close because of this. So if you don't typically vote, it's time. Can you highlight this if you have time? Cheers. There you go, right there. Highlighted indeed. Thank you, Samuel. Oregon and Washington might be in play due to rising third-party rift. It's fairly close because of this. So if you don't typically vote, it's time. There you go, right there. Well said, sir. Thank you, Samuel. Appreciate it, man.
Is not going to change voters' minds. We've talked about this. If you are somebody that has thick skin, you're probably going to support Donald Trump. If you're that thin-skinned, you're not going to support Donald Trump. They're dumb enough to believe that a joke at some event from some comedian who's not affiliated with the Trump campaign is going to cause massive defections of Puerto Rican Republicans in Pennsylvania. That's not true. Donald Trump is setting records as we speak with that demographic.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. And if people are offended by a joke or they think it's a bad joke or whatever, then that's, their prerogative, but it's not going to change any votes. And if Democrats...
Shit like this is meant to demoralize you. This is what it is. Like, it's meant to demoralize you. It's meant to stress you out. It's meant to make you worry. It's meant to make you think that, am I on the wrong side? The problem is that the mentality of people that are voting for Trump and that support Trump, and that have even the people that were in the middle that are now supporting Trump, they're not that easily manipulated. And that's the biggest problem that the Democrats have right now, is that you're dealing with people that do not fall for your bullshit tactics. That's the problem. It's a common tactic from the left, is to constantly pounce, to constantly project, and to constantly try to will a lie into existence and try to make people feel bad about supporting this person or doing this or having this opinion. They don't have the power that they had anymore. In fact, Jeff Bezos is even confirming a lot of that today, and we're going to talk about that here in just a minute.
Democrats waste time running on this, they're going to lose. End of discussion. The left, they've always had this, obsession with woke. It's their drug. It's their cocaine. They can't get off of it. Even though they've kind of tried to over the past few months tone it down, they realized that didn't work for them because nobody bought it. So now they're turning it up to 11. They're doubling down, and then they send Tampon Timmy to go play Madden, play video games with AOC, thinking that that's going to help with the young voter, help with the male vote. First of all, let's be real. It's Sunday. Football fans are not going to be watching Tampon Tim play Madden. They're going to be watching actual football.
Dude.
I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but they have him playing video games with AOC, who's like the furthest left member of Congress, and he's talking about getting rid of the filibuster. He's trashing, Trump supporters during the stream. This is what they're doing. Instead of the Madison Square Garden rally, you got Tampon Timmy playing video games with AOC. and saying things you're not supposed to say, like eliminating the filibuster or you name it. It's ridiculous. These people seriously don't know what exactly they're in.
Madden's not even like Madden's obviously a legendary game franchise, but it's not like it's a huge like game that people watch on Twitch. You should have played Fortnite or Minecraft or even Call of Duty Black Ops 6 that just came out. Not fucking Madden. And so did they do that on a Sunday? That did happen on a Sunday, right? So your idea is to pander to football fans by playing Madden on a Sunday while they're all watching football? What? This is so stupid, dude. Good Lord. Hey, we know America loves football, so we're going to play Madden on stream while America's watching football. Jeez, what idiots, dude.
In for if this continues, because all the metrics are not favoring them. They need a strong closing argument. This is not a strong closing argument. It's not saying, oh, well, Trump is evil because he held a rally at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, well, the people that watched the rally actually really enjoyed it. They say it's one of Trump's best, and he had A-list speaker after A-list speaker in terms of like the MAGA level of stuff, having celebrities speak. Dr. Phil giving a surprise speech. I don't think that was announced beforehand. And it just proves that this campaign is doing everything competently. They're rolling out their speeches down the stretch effectively. They had their closing argument. Now it's time for Donald Trump for the final week to go barnstorm the country. And we have these rallies here, and we look at the schedule. And I'm sure there's going to be more added because I don't think he's just going to be doing one per day. But he's going to hold a rally in Atlanta tonight.
That was
tonight. Then he's going to Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is in a crucial area. Then he's going to Green Bay, Wisconsin with Brett Favre. I've said he needs to do that for a while. That's going to be epic. He did it. They took my advice, whether they knew about it or not, whatever, but it's epic. And then he's going to Henderson, Nevada. And then he's going to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then he's going to Virginia. So he's hitting Wisconsin twice as we talk about how he's shoring up a lot of the Sun Belt states. I don't know if he's going to even go back to Georgia maybe once after tonight. Maybe he does go to North Carolina once, but I don't think they're too worried about either one of those states. So you look down the stretch, he's going to Wisconsin, maybe, focusing on Nevada, but he's also adding Virginia to it. He's adding, the state of New Mexico. He's going to New Mexico, by the way. I think he's going the same day that he's going to be going to Nevada. So it makes sense, stop over, see what happens. The internals are surprisingly close. I don't think it's going to flip. I think this is kind of the map right now, but it's like, let's say Trump does really well with Hispanics. The liberal media, they think that some joke is going to change that. They're wrong, but let's say he does well in New Mexico.
Dude, Hispanics don't give a shit about offensive jokes. They don't care. They don't. What world do these people live in, man? VHS Capture for 20 says, check your Xtreme comment and admit it. Okay, I'll have to see if I can find that. I hope it's not in the live chat because that's probably something I can't find. But if it's under the stream comment, I can find that one. AI Bundy says, just watched Forrest Gump again. My favorite part was where, as Bubba was dying in Vietnam, he made Forrest promise to not let him vote Democrat after he died. Trump 2024, hail the 199. AI Bundy. If you know, you know. All right. Another amazing meme made by the chat. AI Bundy. Thank you for the 50. And again, if you guys missed this, locals, that's where the 199 memberships are going to be. Like the actual stuff. We're going to do stuff for the memberships on YouTube side too, but this is kind of like what we did on our website, and we've kind of been back and forth on. It costs so much money to build the infrastructure on a website, and locals has been really good to us. And so, so then I'm going to run Cobra Cast through the Geeks and Gamers community. Not going to have a separate D-Day Cobra one for now. We're just going to run it through there. So make sure you follow us over there. Mods will be dropping links throughout the night. And specifically, I'll talk about it when I do something over there. But there's some weird stuff going on all social media platforms not named Twitter right now. So we'll see, and Rumble. Minnie Galen says, I've been trolling my cousin who's on the road campaigning for Harris and posted all kinds of drivel. It's wild how desperate he's acting. It's been fun, but I worry for his 3 kids he left at home. Yeah, I mean, campaigning for Harris is that's tough, man. That's tough. But hey, everybody has the right to their wrong opinions, I guess. Darth Tyro says, I voted for Trump because I'm not gay. We have never had a more pro-gay president than Donald Trump. Let's make America great again. Have a nice day. Yeah, it's interesting how they don't talk about that at all. That he's actually like Donald Trump went into office in 2016 as the most pro like gay president ever, and they don't like talking about that. Look at that. Greg says, been with you since the Naughty Dog controversy. How many of you remember the Naughty Dog situation where Naughty Dog struck my channel, struck Ryan's channel, struck Az's channel, had a strike on not only the Geeks and Gamers channel, but the Geeks and Gamers Play channel, multiple strikes, only to get them overturned. Fuck Naughty Dog forever. All right? Fuck Naughty Dog forever. Always fuck Naughty Dog forever. Pieces of shit. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it, man. Raider for $71.99. $71.99. Holy shit. Raider, the mad lad. Good to see you in San Antonio, brother. And fuck Naughty Dog, just for good measure. Marlena says, I know you keep your IRL private, but I always remember the snake pit is always here for you too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I used to be a little more open about my private life in the early stages of YouTube, but then the more the following got bigger, and then the more the weirdos would start trying to, they wanted, like, weirdos were obsessed with that. And I just shut down like all conversation of it. And I learned real quick, like on the internet, the less private information you give, the better off you're going to be. That's just a fact right there. Because these people that hate me and hate you and hate Geeks and Gamers and hate Donald Trump and hate freedom, they're fucking psychos, dude. They're fucking psychopaths. Truly. Like, I've had things that have happened that I don't like. This is why, like, and again, I'm not going to sit here and go on a Tim Pool rant here, but like Tim highlights when he gets all these swatting incidents. I know some of them can't be avoided, but some of them could have been avoided. You don't have to give all the information out, but he leaned into it. Then he played the victim when it kept happening. It's like, you keep leaning into it, motherfucker. If you keep leaning into it, of course more people are going to sit there, and you're basically just fanning the flames. That's what you're doing. Kevin Hunts for $500. Holy shit. Should we embrace the new N-word like black people did with the old N-word? Trump has Jewish grandchildren. Elon's grandfather fought against the N-words. Did Alaska Oil pay off debt-free? Hail 199 free speech. Kevin. Kevin is a fucking mad lad. I know Kevin. Kevin's fantastic. A MAGA red $500 super chat. All right. Kevin, if you know Kevin, and I do know Kevin, Kevin is a trip, dude. He'll call me up and he'll say like some crazy shit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? $500. MAGA red. And listen, I personally want to live in a world where there's no words that are off limits, because words are just words. You know what I mean? I think that it's downright ridiculous that people get offended over words. I think it's fucking insane. And I think banning of words, I think that it sets a dangerous precedent just like anything else. So, that's why people are like, so like with the gun thing, they're like, well, I'm not giving up any type of gun, because once you set that precedent, then you're just going to go for everything. When you set a precedent for like certain words, like can't be said or whatever, it's like it's a dangerous precedent to set. At the end of the day, I don't get offended by words. And I'm not really sure who does get offended by words, really, besides left-wing Democrats. Who are the people? I grew up with a diverse group of friends, and at the time I didn't know they were diverse because I didn't look at the world through a diverse lens until all this leftist propaganda had to make you look at the world through that lens. But like, I don't remember anybody getting offended over anything. I played sports growing up. You're in a locker room. You play basketball. You play football. You play baseball. Some of the worst things imaginable are said on the football field or the basketball court. Baseball to an extent too, but like you're not like right there constantly face to face with people. But like when you're playing basketball, dude, some of the worst shit imaginable is said by your opponent. When you're playing football, some of the worst shit imaginable is said by your opponent. The fact that these losers are crying over words, and a lot of these pro athletes that are crying about this shit, projecting like hell, because I know for a fact that all of them have said horrible shit on the field. The whole idea when you're on the field is to say something that will psychologically mess with your opponent. And that line keeps getting further and further and further over the line. The more intense the game gets, you're like, I got to figure out something to trigger this guy. I got to find something. I got to find anything to get this guy worked up, because that's just how it is, So it's just nonsense. But this begins right now. It's a process. Trump winning not only the Electoral College, but the popular vote. Elon Musk buying Twitter. Jeff Bezos, and we're going to finish this video right here, but like Jeff Bezos had some really interesting comments today right here. Here it is. Reality is an undefeated champion. It would be easy to blame others for our long and continuing fall in credibility and therefore decline in impact. But a victim mentality will not help. Complaining is not the strategy. We must work harder to control what we can control to increase our credibility. That is Jeff Bezos telling the newsroom the hard, bitter truth. There's nothing wrong with the readers. There is nothing wrong with the readers. So Jeff Bezos now calling it out. And if you see this right here, I think it was Elon Musk that right here, kudos to Jeff Bezos. So Elon Musk is giving him credit for recognizing that. Bezos didn't want the Washington Post to endorse a candidate, which what that means is he didn't want the Washington Post to endorse Kamala Harris because he knew that that was going to be really, really bad for them. And now he is saying point blank, let me see if I can find it. Jeff Bezos is saying that people don't trust the media for a reason. Let's see if I can find this really quick. Yeah, this is actually true. I agree with Cernovich right here. Unbelievable. Jeff Bezos calls out fake news and is going to demand media meet higher standards. The Elon effect is what I dub this. Well, it is the Elon effect, but the godfather of this whole movement is Donald Trump. But Elon came in and took it to a whole different level with his purchase of Twitter. This shit is happening, man, but it's a process, and we can't overstep. We've got to understand that it's just like anything else, okay? My life is all about sports analogies. That's how I view everything in life. It's all a big fucking sports analogy, okay? And depending on how you're viewing this whole situation, like I would say we're moving into the second quarter, maybe getting ready for the start of the third quarter right now with the Trump movement, because we're essentially in the middle of the Trump era of politics. Okay. So we can't sit there and we can't roll out in the third quarter with our 2-minute offense in the fourth quarter. We can't do that. We've got to go out and have a very, clear and concise game plan, but we can't blow our load or anything like that right now. So you got to just stay the course, but understand that we still got a long ways to go, because Trump has 4 years. What's the world going to look like in 4 years when Donald Trump wins? With Elon Musk cutting when you cut $2 trillion out of the government, holy shit. Do you know how much that's going to improve everything? Cutting these bullshit programs that are pushing DEI and diversity and all of that shit, cutting $2 trillion out. Holy fuck, dude. Like, that's going to be insane. All of these programs that are pushing all of this agenda-driven nonsense, getting the military back in check and back in order, getting rid of this corporate bullshit where I've heard from a lot of you, because again, I worked retail, and I remember all of these programs that they would roll out back then. And now I've said, like, I would imagine that in retail, they're pushing a lot of diversity initiative bullshit into corporate America now. All of that is because of the funding that is out there from governments and all of this other bullshit. So what's the world going to look like in 4 years? You could not have convinced me. This is all because of Kevin's super chat, by the way. Thank you, Kevin, again for the $500 super chat. But in 2020, when Donald Trump was banned from Twitter, banned from Facebook, banned from Instagram, banned from YouTube, and then not long after that, they took Parler down. When all of this was happening, you could have not convinced me of where we are right now. You couldn't do it. Think about how low we were at that point in time. I typically try to have a very positive outlook on things, just because I mean, life in general, I love life. I think I have a relatively good life. And I always try to find positive stuff in that. When they took Trump down, and then they spun the January 6th narrative, and then they took Parler down, I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening? How in the hell do we recover from this? If they can take down Trump, they can take down anybody. And yet now, a few years later, when Elon Musk decides to buy Twitter, now, a few years after that, Elon and Trump have joined forces. Robert F. Kennedy, Tulsi Gabbard, the list goes on and on of the MAGA Avengers. So what does it look like in a couple of years into a Trump administration with this team? Crazy, dude. Crazy times. So thank you, Kevin, for the $500. And I do think a couple years from now, bro, it's going to be a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. Nagranol says, dude, thanks for the shout out to ABF. We just watched that. So cool, man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys, man. GCA, all of you, the best. You're all the best. So thank you greatly. Let me see here. All right. Kevin, you freaking mad lad. $500 super chat. Insane. William for 1776 says, remember in 2017 when Congress stopped Trump from securing the border? That was Republicans. Trump has dismantled the old GOP and is reshaping American politics. Bring back mean tweets and jokes. MAGA. 100%, man. Let's do it. You're 100. Yeah, I mean, Trump with his reshaping of the American political system, that's going to be a game changer for his second term. A game changer. Going to be incredible. Love Dog says, those recent celebs that have supported Harris the most are surprisingly the ones suspected of attending Diddy parties. Suspect. Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio, Ben Stiller, all these guys that are connected to Diddy, and they're out there doing everything they can to get Harris elected. It's absolutely insane. John Kennedy for 20 says, did my early vote here in New York yesterday, and right when I was done voting, they told everyone on in the line to go home, claimed they had no more ink for the machines to come back later. Gut tells me too many Trump voters came in. Wow. Dude. Now, I don't know what all the rules are, so I would say I'm not telling anybody to break any rules or anything like that, because I don't know what the specific rules are. But everybody has a smartphone. You see stuff like this, man. If you're able to, in this situation you're in, record everything that you possibly can, but don't break any rules. Don't break any rules ever. Make sure you are aware of the individual rules in the individual places you're in. But everybody's got a smartphone, man. Utilize it. Utilize it. Apocalypto says, I voted Trump today. Yes, let's freaking go. Eric K says, Beyonce and Jay-Z were regulars at Diddy. Oh, yeah, 100% they were. 100%. Okay, let's finish this off.
That's enough to get him to 270. I don't think that's going to be the state that determines the outcome, but it's definitely going on offense. It's opening up paths. The Harris campaign is on defense. They need to win all 3 of these states, and then they need to obviously New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, obviously those states, a lot of those states are going to go blue. They're not really at risk of flipping, but they need to really just run the table in order to get this thing done. 270, 268. When you're playing this much defense, you're honestly losing, and the walls are closing in, no pun intended, because
that's a great analogy. When you're playing this much defense, you're losing.
And then they need to obviously New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, obviously those states, a lot of those states are going to go blue. They're not really at risk of flipping, but they need to really just run the table in order to get this thing done. 270, 268. When you're playing this much defense, you're honestly losing, and the walls are closing in, no pun intended, because the Sun Belt early voting looks phenomenal for Republicans. Last Souls to the polls was yesterday in Georgia. The total black share of the electorate rose by 0.12% in Georgia. That's not what the Democrats wanted. It's not looking good for them in Georgia or North Carolina or Arizona and Nevada. It's honestly worse in those 2 states, but Democrats in the Sun Belt are completely getting cooked right now. It would be shocking if they were able to win 1 or 2 of those states. Maybe there's going to be a massive surge late in Nevada, but as for, it stands right now, it's very unlikely. Republicans are still gaining on net in terms of all of these states. That's not what Democrats want. So they have to play defense in Pennsylvania, defense in Michigan, defense in Wisconsin, and they have to do so successfully in all 3 of those states. And then Donald Trump is going to Virginia, where he thinks he has a slim chance, New Mexico, where he thinks he has a slim chance. Maybe he even goes up to New Hampshire, where you had a poll that had him leading that was released yesterday. Obviously, I don't think Trump's going to win New Hampshire, but is he trying to maybe expand?
Man, I'm so thankful I live in the South, where I just don't have to, I don't have to deal with all these craziness with the blue cities. I'm so thankful I live here, and I have no desire to ever move from Florida. This is where I'll always be. But yeah, man, if New Mexico can turn, and then we get PA, it's over. You know what I mean? I mean, New Mexico, it's honestly over if New Mexico flips. I mean, Trump is in very good shape. But it's not even, again, the Electoral College is one thing. If you're in California, which I'm sure a lot of you are in California, or I'm sure there's a ton of people in California, go vote. Go vote for President Trump. If you're in Oregon, go vote. If you're in Washington, go vote. Any of these places. But then it's not even specific to those blue areas. Are you in Texas? Go vote. Are you in Florida? Go vote. Are you in any of these red states? Go vote. I guarantee you, if all the people in Texas and Florida and New York and California, if every single person in those states that's a Trump supporter goes out and votes, Trump wins the popular vote. Just in Florida, Texas, New York, and California, if every single person that's a Trump supporter actually goes and votes, now, I'm not saying he's going to win New York and California. I'm saying if everybody that's in those states that's a Trump supporter votes, he wins. He wins a popular vote. And if he wins a popular vote, it's impossible for him to lose the Electoral College. But you got to go out there and do it. Insufficient funds in the chat says, don't get overconfident. Vote, vote, vote. 100%. John Ambler says, this Texan did. That's what we like to hear.
Expand the map a little.
Delta Entertainment for a $100 super chat. Linko Kenobi, MAGA Red. Got a lot. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of MAGA Red on Election Day. Okay? I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of MAGA Red on Election Day. What's up, Jeremy? I just finished doing a stream discussing topics, Sweet Baby Inc., Dragon Age Velguard, Venom losing money, and Hollywood falling apart with DEI. Still tired from my flight. Now I'm watching my favorite news network, Hail Cobra Cast, MAGA, Trump 2024, 199 LFFG. Absolutely. Laughing Man says, you got to do it like Jeremy. Listen, you got to do it like Jeremy doesn't read super chats. Listen at Laughing Man giving me shit. By the way, I was informed if you ordered Flex Fit hats that there was an issue. Those are getting sent out. That there were several people that did not get their Flex Fit hats. That was 100% an error on shipping. You're gonna get those. Okay, you're gonna get those. Cobra News Network. Just go with CNN. Hey, should we call ourselves the real CNN like Gary and Az go with the real BBC? We should be the real CNN. The real CNN. Is that Twitter handle taken? I'm going to see right now. All right. Let's see if real CNN is taken. Let's see here. ABF. Let's see here. Real CNN. How do I do this? Profile, edit. I forgot how to do this. Settings, go to my settings. Your account information. All right, let's see here. Real CNN is taken. The real CNN is taken. Oh well, can't do it. Can't do it. We'll look at it later. Cobra National Network. No, I'm not changing to Cobra Cast, just on a meme front. But yeah, we'll work on that. Alec Baldwin's finger for 50 gifted memberships. Holy crap, man. What is happening? What is happening around here? ABF, I'm glad we got to stream snipe you. That was pretty fun. Real CNN with 2 E's. Hey, I can check that. Let's see. Hang on. Oh, shit. That's available. The real CNN. Hang on. Okay. I'm locking it in. Boom. All right. There we go. I've got it now. It's an account that I don't promote. That's just like a locked account that I have. It's got no followers or nothing. The real CNN, though. It's a thing. All right. We got it. I'll show you right now. Let's see here. I don't know if I have to accept followers on that account or what, but yeah, let's see if it shows up. The real. Whoever said that, let me know. Eric K or Mods, I want to give them credit for whoever came up with that. But you helped me get that handle, so let me see. Yeah, so it's not even showing up in the search right now. So, The real CNN. Yeah, it doesn't even show up yet. I've got it though. What was the previous one? The real CNN. All right, well, I do have it. So let me just make this account fucking public, I guess. How do I do this? This is what we do on this show, and I apologize for people that are looking for a better show. It's not going to happen here. But Tim Cast.
And that's why he has a real shot to expand the map this November. But everybody needs to not take anything for granted. They need to get out and vote. They need to get everybody else they know out to vote. Vote early or vote on election day, but make sure you vote. Make a plan. Make a backup plan. It just has to happen, guys. It has to happen. The country is on the line. So anyways, guys, else they know out to vote.
Absolutely, the country is on the line. Christmas loving engineer for 50 says voted Trump today in big MAGA country in Texas. Big shout out to the poll volunteers too. Had a massive line, including a lot of disabled older people they accommodated, and they got us in and out pretty quick. Well, love hearing that. Appreciate you. Thank you for the $50 super chat, and thank you for the information. Yeah, man. Listen, there's going to be a lot of poll workers out there. I think the majority of them are going to be awesome people. You're definitely going to run into some people that are going to make things difficult, more than likely. But hopefully, that most people don't have that issue at all. So thank you for the 50 and thank you for the update. We appreciate it so much. Let's see. George W. Bush says, I know we have our differences, Jeremy. You should go hunting with Dick and I. Think I'll pass. Ray says, the meaning of life is simple. Make life. Mike says, got my dark MAGA shirt on the way. Winning the election is one thing, but getting him into the White House is the end goal. Dark MAGA 2024. I do have my dark MAGA hat ordered. Plan on wearing that election day. So when it comes in, we will see. Retro Americana says, voted for the MAGA king. Trump just very upset about Tony Hedgecliffe. Is that how you say it? Hedgecliffe? I don't know how you say his name. Puerto Rican and not trash. Hope this guy doesn't mess it up for all Puerto Ricans voting. Listen, man, if people don't vote for Trump because a comedian said an edgy joke, then we as a society are absolutely fucked. That's the truth of the matter. Like, you can't sit there and go like, if Kill Tony said a joke and people don't vote for Trump because Kill Tony said a joke. If that's the deciding factor in the most important election of our lifetimes, then we are fucked. Like, get the hell out of here, dude. Like, everything can't be relying upon that right there. It just can't. It just can't. Bird Up says, everyone get the hell out there and vote. Remember the art words of Galaxy Quest. Never give up. Never surrender. Early vote matters. Trump 2024. I want to watch Galaxy Quest so bad. I want to watch it so bad. Slain Hope says, it's to keep banned Joe Trump pod out of the news. Yeah, so that was a big story today, and I verified it. So the Joe Rogan Donald Trump podcast 100% was shadow banned. 100% was shadow banned on YouTube. Now, this is where the power of the people comes into play, and we're going to circle back every single time. This circles back to Elon Musk. Without Twitter, without Elon Musk, you cannot get what happened today done. And it did get fixed. It did get fixed. Breaking. YouTube has fixed the search results censoring of Trump's interview with Joe Rogan after Elon Musk called out Google on X. Thank God for Elon Musk. Thank God for Elon Musk, because it was 100% shadow ban. I went to an incognito tab on YouTube. I searched it out. It was not showing up.
Oh.
And then after this post right here, after I saw this, it started to show up. Thank God for Elon Musk. So if you go over to the Joe Rogan Experience right now, 36 million views in 3 days. Here's what is so important about what I want to break down here. 1.8 million likes. 1.8 million likes. So I started to look at all of Joe Rogan's other stuff. And I think I talked about this briefly the other day, but if you go to Joe Rogan, if you go to his channel, you go to videos, you go to his most popular videos, and you go to this one, 61 million views, okay? How many likes does it have? You see that? How many likes? 658,000 likes on his 61 million view video. You go to his, you go to his Elon Musk interview, popular. You go to his, there's the Snowden one right here. How many likes? How many likes? 541,000. 541,000, okay? You go back to videos, go popular. His Elon Musk interview, 34 million views. How many likes? 625,000 likes. Then you go to his live, okay? Live streams. Most popular videos on his live, Elon Musk, 68 million views. How many likes? 1 million likes. The Trump interview has 1.8 million likes. 1.8 million likes on the Trump interview. So that's where we are right there. This video is booming. This video is booming. 39,000 dislikes. I'm showing the dislikes. 39,000 dislikes. You know, I haven't looked up the Club Shay Shay interview yet. Let's see here. Here's Kamala Harris. Let's see if I can find it. Full interview. Was it live? No, it wasn't live. So is that it right there? Okay, here we go. Holy shit, it's ratioed. Kamala Harris, Club Shay Shay, fucking ratioed. Get the fuck out of here, Kamala. Nobody likes you. Donald Trump has 1.8 million likes on his Joe Rogan podcast. This has 33,000 upvotes to 76,000 downvotes. Everybody hates her. YouTube is the single biggest platform. All right. I think it's officially the second biggest search result, the search engine on the internet behind Google, but technically it's still part of Google. YouTube is the center of the internet. Ratioed. Nobody likes her. Nobody. Donald Trump is the most popular human being on the planet. He's the most famous person on the planet, and he's the most popular person on the planet. That is a fact. Give it a dislike? Absolutely, I'll give it a dislike. I'm not encouraging anyone to go dislike it. I would not do that. You're welcome to give whatever opinions that you want. I would never encourage anyone to go do that because that is against terms of service. So I am not encouraging anyone to do that. I'm just giving you the information, what I'm seeing right now. And what I'm seeing is that the Joe Rogan Experience with Donald Trump has 1.8 million upvotes to 39,000 downvotes. And Kamala Harris, before I even looked at it, was ratioed. Okay. Jeremy, rock that hoodie till Trump wins 100%. Oh, you want me to look at the comments? Let's look at the comments here. Let's look at the comments. Okay. Here, let me, here we go. All right, let's enhance. All right, here we go. Who else paused and ran straight to the comments? I think more people showed up for the comment section than the actual interview. The real MVP is Shannon's team for not turning off the comments. I came here to see all the joy in the comments. Let's be clear. I came from a middle-class family. The significance of that show, just how significant that is. Holy shit. Shannon, congratulations for breaking a record for most non-watched straight to the comments video in Club Shay Shay history. Yes. Fucking love the internet, man. I love the internet so much. 600,000 people came to look at the comment section, and I'm one of them. I have never liked so many comments in a day, let alone one video. This is great. I mean, let's just do it right here. All right. Trump 2024. There you go. Right there. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know you're going to be able to find my comment, but Trump 2024. Boom. There it is. I don't know if you can find it. There we go. Trump 2024. That's it. All right, let's see. Thank you, Club Shay, for not turning off comments. Video paused. Comment section open. Stomach hurts. Shannon, no matter what you do, brother, please don't disable these comments. I have never been more proud of a comment section in my life. You guys stop. I can't like this many comments at once. My fingers are starting to hurt. Proof that we are all living the same life. Pause. Comment section. This is amazing, dude. I have felt more unity in this comment section than I have the last 4 years. The unity in this comment section makes me so happy. First of all, Shannon, I was raised by a middle-class family. Jesus, this is amazing, dude. The comment section is undefeated, and I'm here for it. Shay was a yes man in this interview from beginning to end. Oh, 100%. You ain't finna lie. Video hasn't even started, and it looks like a lot of us are on the same page. Straight to the comments. This is amazing. I clicked the video, then paused the video, and went straight to the comments, and I am not disappointed. You can't find my comment? Really? Wow. So my comment's already gone? That's crazy. Look at that shit, man. That's unbelievable. Let's see. Tell me how she's Christian, grew up Hindu, and was celebrating Kwanzaa. The comment section just saved me an hour. Thank you. This is amazing. Respect for not turning off the comments. This is great. So yeah, there you go right there. I did not expect that. The real CNN takeover. So nobody sees my comment. There you go, man. Yep. That's sounds about right. That sounds about right. So okay. All right, let me catch up. John Ambler says these clowns are always going to whine. I look forward to
Florida, but also in Pennsylvania and in Michigan that's being coordinated and funded. Florida, but also in Pennsylvania and in Michigan.
Shout your own. I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that.
Good Lord. Oh my God. It physically hurts. It physically hurts to watch. It's so fucking bad. Holy shit. Woo. But hey, listen, I know that probably hurt to listen to her, so I'm gonna improve the appearance of the stream, everyone. Let's listen to Anna Paulina Luna.
We just uncovered a massive coordinated voter suppression effort, not just here in Florida, but also in Pennsylvania and in Michigan that's being coordinated and funded by this dark money left-leaning super PAC. The point is that what they're doing is they're dropping these mailers, not just here in Florida, but also Michigan, Pennsylvania, on Republican incumbents and also Republican candidates in office in an effort to suppress the Republican electorate that has not voted yet. Remember, it's important that you vote early and that you vote in person because it allows you to allows the GOP to micro target the rest of the Republican voters that have not shown up and also to ballot chase. But the reason why they're trying to do this is because they know that President Trump is going to win. Okay, he's surging in the polling, and with your help and your early vote, he is going to be the next president. We are now 7 days out, but they are trying to do this because they understand the fight is going to be control of the House of Representatives and also Senate. So they are lying. See this, identify it, throw them out, and tell your friends it's voter suppression.
There we go right there. Anna Paulina Luna. And as much as we are just a fan of her personality, she's also got excellent points right there that everybody needs to be aware of. I haven't seen this one yet, but apparently everyone is saying that it's a pretty powerful message. Donald Trump tweeted this out. And he just tweeted out. He didn't say anything else with it. So I would encourage everybody to go over to Donald Trump's Twitter and share this. This is 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Apparently, it's pretty deep. So here we go.
Sunday night, I asked her to not stay up super late because of her coming to work with me in the morning first to do her summer school. She said, okay. I told her good night and I love you. I went to bed, not realizing that that was going to be the last time I saw her.
We're best friends. Yeah. We're going to shake it again.
I woke up to notice she wasn't in her bed. I'm in my heart trying not to lose my mind because I don't know where she is. I finally remembered her phone had a location on, and her phone was pinging just 2 minutes down the road, right behind the skate park. I start driving to the direction the phone was being pinged at, and I see a couple cop cars with lights on. I see yellow tape, and immediately my heart drops and sinks to the bottom of my stomach. My daughter's hands and ankles were both bound. She was strangled to death left with no pants. And I know in my heart, she fought incredibly hard. She was not going down without a fight.
We begin with two men we're learning are charged with capital murder tonight, accused of killing a 12-year-old girl.
Police say these men strangled her before dumping her into that creek. Both men were in the country illegally.
Apprehended, then released by Border Patrol less than 3 weeks before Jocelyn's death. The men accused of killing Jocelyn Nungare are affiliated with the gang known for brutal violence.
Kamala Harris was in charge of immigration in our borders. If we had better border policies and not open borders and not these catch and release policies, I truly believe this all could have been prevented. Under her being vice president of this country, my daughter's life was ripped away from her. She had her entire life ahead of her.
Happy birthday, dear Jocelyn.
My daughter is 6 feet in the ground based off of policies that she allowed to keep. Kamala Harris did have one job, and she not only failed, not me, she failed my daughter. She failed Jocelyn. You know, she was only 12. President Trump reached out, gave me his sincerest condolences as not a former president, but just as a father, someone who cares. I believe Donald Trump needs to be back in office. I can at least know that my next child will be safe in this country.
Powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff. That's on Kamala Harris. That is on Kamala Harris and Joe Biden right there. And that's the Democrats. That's the Democrats. So, and if it makes you angry, it should make you angry. It should make you very, very angry. And you're starting to see stuff like this right here from Washington Post. Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos speaks out after his paper refused to endorse Kamala Harris. The hard truth: Americans don't trust the news media. That is from Jeff Bezos right there. Americans don't trust the news media. No, we don't. And rightfully so, because the media is the enemy of the people. The mainstream media is the enemy of the people. And we're sick of it. We're sick and tired of this bullshit. All of us are. Let me see. Now, hey, Big Mike apparently wants to get into the arena. Big Mike. Let's see what big, damn it. Why did that mess up on me? Hang on. So Big Mike, let's see what Big Mike had to say. Here we go, right here.
Michelle, you know what's nasty to me? Michelle Obama. She was, ooh. I always tried to be so nice and respectful. Oh, she opened up a little bit of a box. She opened up a little bit of something. Oh, she was nasty. Ooh. Shouldn't be that way. That was a big mistake that she made. You know, it's nasty to me.
I love how Trump said, that was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. So I showed this earlier on Geeks and Gamers Daily, by the way. But if you guys didn't see it, I hope that I bookmarked it. I'm pretty sure I did. Come on. I know that I did somewhere, right? Yeah, right here. Dude, why are Trump memes the greatest memes in the world? Why? It keeps messing up on me when I do that. Give me a minute. I'll find it. Why are Trump memes? Trump memes are undefeated. Trump is the most memeable human being maybe that we've ever seen. I mean, obviously memes haven't been around forever, But dude, he's just so memeable. And it doesn't matter what he says, they're just so great. Here we go right here. Here's the latest one right here. And this is one of my favorites. Here we go.
I said, Vladimir, you're not going in. 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 I said, Vladimir, you're not going in.
Where's the trigger? Vladimir, you're not going in. You'd never give it to an ordinary citizen. One more time. One more time.
I said, Vladimir, you're not going in.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. All right. So that was good. Give that one a like. I'll I just don't know how much, like, no matter what the dude says, it's like everything he says is funny as hell. And there's always a meme around it. Check this out. Joe Biden went from being the president of the United States of America to having to stand in line to vote for Kamala Harris. And right here it says Biden stands in line to vote behind a man in a profane pro-Trump hat. Elect that motherfucker again. Yes. We are so back. We are so back. Elect that motherfucker again. Let's go. And as a matter of fact, I want to show you, I think that let me go to history because I know I had it. On that point, like, there's actually some interesting stuff to talk about when it comes to that, because they're saying tensions are building between the Harris camp and the Biden camp. Okay. So let's watch this really quick.
So this is happening now. You're looking at President Joe Biden. He is in line for early voting. Now, remember, Joe Biden thought his name would be on the ticket. It's not. Vice President Kamala Harris's is. And remember,